What's up everybody and welcome back to the Slayer's Den. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. Today we are playing a really cool BOROS Vampires deck, and it does feature a lot of the brand new Innistrad Vampires. Now you might be wondering why I built a BOROS version instead of a Rakdos version, which does feature a lot of really cool vampires, because a lot of the cool vampires, let's face it, they are in the color black. But I did want to challenge myself to make a vampire deck that wasn't just like a traditional Rakdos color deck, because one, I've seen the deck over and over again, and two, I feel like white actually does a lot of really cool things that black does not. So we'll go and get into a quick deck breakdown, and then we'll go into some awesome gameplay. So as far as the vampires we have in this deck, we do have 4 copies of Falkenrath Pit Fighter, which is a 2/1 with a really cool loot ability. We've also got Voldaren Stinger, which has first strike and a pump ability. We've got 4 Falkenrath Perforators, which is a 2/1 that basically pings the opponent for 1 whenever it swings in for damage. So this is really cool, and would have been kind of cool if Torbrand was still in the format. And at the top end of our vampires, which is crazy because it only costs 2, is Bloodthirsty Adversary, which is an amazing vampire. Most of the adversaries in the set actually are really good. This is a 2/2 haste with an ability that says, when Bloodthirsty Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 colorless and a red any number of times, and when you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bloodthirsty Adversary, then exile up to that many target instant and or sorcery cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard and copy them, and then you get to cast any number of those copies without paying their mana cost. So that's super crazy. We get to basically get double the value out of our instants and sorceries. We're not playing a whole lot of instant and sorcery spells in the deck, so basically we'll be using this to bring back our removal, like Fateful Absence. We might be able to get like a 1-point Shatterskull Smashing, and if we really wanted to, we could save a mana and bring back an Angelfire Ignition for 3 instead of its flashback cost of 4. To help us aggro out a little bit further, we do have Zariel, Archduke of Avernus. This is cool. We get to bump up our creature board by +1/+0. We also get to create a double creature token that allows us to ping any target for 1 damage when that creature dies. So that's pretty good for finishing off a small creature or just adding extra damage to our opponent. And then we've got 3 copies of Blade Historian. This allows us to double strike in with our vampires as well. But yeah, that's it. That's the gist of this BOROS Vampires deck. I hope you guys enjoy this one. And if you do, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me, because it does help my channel out a ton, and best of all, it allows me to grow the Slayer's Den community. So yeah, without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. I'm kind of worried that this deck sucks. Fear Scythe. Fear sit he. Alright, could keep this one. We don't have any white mana, which kind of sucks. But we do have the red mana to cast this. If he draws the white mana, we're doing pretty well here. So I think we will just play Den of the Bugbear here. Den of the Bugbear. Alright, so there's a white mana, which is kind of nice. I think we just play this and a Falkenrath Perforator. The Perforator. Smoldering Egg, you say? Let's play this, and guess we'll just go and swing in here. Swing in for 5. And just do our damnedest to go super aggro on Fear Scythe. They do their expressive iteration goodness. Okie dokie. Sketty-okie. Let's play Angelfire Ignition on this bad boy. Swinging for 7. Gain a whole bunch. Play that. Put that enter tapped. I'm assuming the opponent's just going to have to destroy this or bounce it or something. Something or another. A standard burn spell won't quite do it, which is nice for us, but they probably have like Divide by 0. If this is the, is it Dragons deck? Is it? Okay, Op. What is the Op got? They play another expressive iteration. Oh, okay. So I think we could probably win here. I think we could. Yeah, this is GG. What you doing, Op? Sweet. Look at us taking down Is It Dragons like some champs. Like some freaking champs, guys. GG. Fear Scythe. I guess they didn't have, you know, if they had like Dragonfire or some burn spell, it still wasn't strong enough to get rid of our 6/5, which in turn turned into an 8/7 with all these awesome abilities. So yeah, GG opponent. That was a pretty good one. Good showcase for this Boros Vampires deck for sure. I don't believe you because you're the liar. Our opponent is going first, which is very sus. This is not a great opening hand either by any means. We don't have any turn, like 1 or 2 like threats that we can get down on the board, but maybe a Paladin Class into second part of the Paladin Class is good enough to start with. So we would keep this one. We'll turn 1 the Paladin Class. Ugh, everyone's playing mono white, huh? Gross. Alright. We're gonna Paladin Class here. I feel like this one's probably gonna be kind of rough. Probably a bit rough. Battlefield Raptor. Okay. Gross, first of all. Alright, we take 3. Play Den of the Bugbear. Then we'll just go next. We'll just go next. And I guess what we're looking forward to is, well, Fateful Absence. That way it doesn't get the boast. And we'll just take 2. Take 2, everybody. Sweet. Alright, let's play this, and let's play Falkenrath Pit Fighter and an Intrepid Adversary. And the opponent probably has, like I said, Skyclave or Cathar to punish us, but maybe not. Maybe not at all. Alright, we're gonna do no blocks here. Because we've got Blade Historian. Alright. Gonna swing in, get in a bit of damage here, hopefully. Opponent might also have their own Fateful Absence. But I suspect Skyclave or Cathar is enough to take out our Historian, put a threat down, and then we can play another Historian here. Okay. No blocks. Opponent's like, psych, I got you. Okay. Oh my god. Ritual of Hope. I guess things didn't go as well as they hoped. Alright, GG, opponent, nice try. Okay, this is about as good as an opening hand can be. So hold on to this one. Oh, we'll hold on. I'm a pit fighter. Play a mountain, pit fighter. Just get a 2/1 out there. It's a pretty solid value for a 1-drop. Okay, we could just go full aggro here. We'll swing in. Then we'll Voldaren and play another Pit Fighter here. And that way we can even activate Pit Fighter maybe, if we wanted to. There's a chance of it. Sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and swing in with Voldaren Pit Fighter. Go and activate the ability. Let's get 3 in. And then next turn we can Intrepid, which will be pretty saucy. Opponent will have enough mana to really ramp up though, so they could ramp out something pretty big, because they're going to have access to 1, then 2 from Lotus, and then this. But their biggest 3-drop, I want to say, is probably like a Troll, which they added red, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay? Question mark? Question mark? Alright, so let's go ahead and Intrepid here. Intrepid. And yeah, we'll go and swing in. I will swing in. Okay. So they're gonna lose their Cobra for this? I think they want that extra mana. Oh, okay. So no Magna then. Sweet. Do you, boo-boo. Do whatever you gotta do here. I have to be wary of snakeskin veils. Because that's another kind of huge threat as well. And if they play something like, I don't know, there's a few things they could play. They could play Essica's Chariot, they could play Ren here. Ren will pump out a, presumably like a 5/5 Treefolk token. Wolfsbane Dragon, obviously, another huge threat here. Fateful Absence is going to be a lifesaver, potentially. So now they actually could Essica here still with the double treasure. Okay, so what to do here? I want to say let's just play another Intrepid. Now let's just go for the swing. Let's go for the swing. And they might have a burn spell, like a Dragonfire. Could have a fight spell, possibly. Okay. Let's hope this aggro rush can help us. They do have access to 6, potentially 8 mana if Goldspan attacks. And I can definitely see some removal happening here. So we're gonna have to see what Jabo decides to do. Either way, I'm hoping this Fateful Absence will be enough to kind of take out the remaining blockers. Oh, okay. Gross. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, folks. Alright, so let's go ahead and this on here. Let's go and get rid of this if we maybe can. They have protection spells, but okay, sweet. So we might be able to get in for 5 here. Let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. Get us in for 5. Get us in for 5, Jabo. And they may have like another Shatterskull Smashing here, which would be unforked. But I'm hoping that we have got enough threats to punish the opponent here. Alright, what's the opponent going to do? They could potentially play, okay, Goldspan Dragon. That's 1 blocker. Let's play an Archduke.
When demons die, they cry.
Swing in. We can get 1 blocker here. Okay. Nice. Wow. All right. That was a weird block, right? Like if he'd blocked here, they would have they would have died either way, but interesting enough. And I feel like we could have maybe recovered by pumping out some devil creature tokens and just kind of slowly draining their life points away, but either way, GG Jabo. This is an okay opening hand. We'll keep it. I'd love an extra land, but we have such cheap threats that this isn't a horrible opening hand. So we'll play this, and sure, we'll play our Falkenrath Pit Fighter here. And then we've got our Perforators. I'm gonna perforate you, son of a gun. Let's play a... let's swing in first. Then we're gonna play a... Falkenrath Perforator. That way whenever we swing in, we'll be doing a tad bit of damage. Okay, sure, no blocks. Too worried about that, I don't think. Yaspera. Alright, we'll play this, and let's just go ahead and swing in, I think. Okay, let's play a Falkenrath Perforator. And we'll play a Voldaren Stinger. Get our board as wide as possible, and then maybe we draw like another white source. We've got Intrepid Adversary. If we don't, then we can potentially, I don't know, swing with our Maul the Skyclaves here. Alright, so we take 4.
Take 4, everybody.
Alright, so this is mana 4, which is nice, but it's not white mana, so we're gonna have to find something else to do with this. Let's go and Maul the Skyclaves here. And sure, I'll put it on Perforator here. And sure, we'll go and swing in. Get a couple of points of damage in.
Okay.
Grab themselves a little treasure token on the way out. Sure.
Sure.
The reason they probably swung in with Magda and they were so willing to block here is probably because, well, they have their dragon out now. They ramped to dragon turn 4, which is really quick. But also, they probably have another Magda in hand.
Even death.
So what could they have here? Ooh. I think that's lethal, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Damn. Wow. Exacties. Okay. Well, respect to the Dragons deck. You know, they executed their game plan pretty perfectly. I think we had to swing in there. It's hard to account for Even Death as a card in a generally like a Gruul, what usually appears to be like a Gruul ramp deck. But yeah, that was good. Super aggro. Could have gone either way, I think. Okay, sure. I think this is an okay hand to keep. Yeah, let's go and do it. We'll keep it.
So we'll keep it.
Okay, we'll play Needleverge into Falkenrath Pit Fighter. I'm a falcon. The Falkenrath. Monk of the Open Hand. Okay, gross. Go and swing in. Ton of blocks. Takes 2. Let's keep the good times a-rollin'. Let's go and swing in. Play these Shatterskull Smashing here. Enter tapped. And let's play a Paladin Class. It could potentially get us a 3/3. Alright, sweet. Let's actually... Do we destroy that now? Questions upon questions. Yeah, I think we do destroy this. We don't want too many blockers. And this thing generates a ton of blockers. And that's totally gross. So they're low on mana, which is super sick. Let's go and give this bad boy 4/4. Gain 4. Then we can start pumping up our class card potentially. And it could have like Cathar still. Cathar and Skyclave, big threats when you're playing against a white deck. We're not playing that though. We are playing Cathar. We're not playing Skyclave Apparition. But the cool thing is if they do exile Bloodthirsty Adversary with like Cathar and we kill the Cathar, Bloodthirsty comes into play and we can potentially use the ability to use something like Fateful Absence. Okay, so they get Containment Breach to try and destroy my Paladin class. Hilarious. They have a clue token, not a treasure token, so they've got 1 mana left. Guiding Voice, okay. It's expanded armor. We got kind of like a counter set going on here. Let us Angelfire here. And I'll swing in.
I'll swing in.
And we're just going to end the turn. I don't think they're long for this world if their plan is to destroy my Paladin class. Oh, goodness me. Goodness gracious. Is this really their plan? We're gonna destroy that. That's GG. Oh man. So sick. Oh, it's not GG. What am I thinking? Could have played that earlier, but double striking on that creature wouldn't have done much, I don't think. Alright, so I called the GG a little too early. This could be comeback time, but I've got enough mana to do a lot of what my game plan necessitates, so we might be able to sneak out this win still. If they get rid of Bloodthirsty Adversary, I think we're still good here. Oh yeah, we are in a little bit of trouble, but not a super amount of trouble yet, because there's a fight spell here. Just gets them back to a lot of life, but I think we can go here. And what is this? That's 4 mana. Okay, so we're definitely swinging for 7. And I think we just go next. Opponent could create some little pests. They could destroy stuff. They swing in for 4. They're at 8. And then they could Containment Breach, destroy Paladin Class. Oh, okay. So no destroy Paladin Class, huh?
No destroy Paladin Class indeed.
So we're just gonna have to play this little game with the opponents.
Play this little game with the opponents.
Damn, I shouldn't have called GG so soon. Honestly thought that I had more going on there.
I honestly thought.
Sweet. Okay. So now we just need to get like some kind of flying action here. Flying action definitely helps us. Okay, this is actually pretty sick.
This is pretty sick.
On auto pay. And sure.
I'll swing in.
So they can block with both of their little
Tokenies.
Okay. They have like a pump spell, protection spell. Or not. Okay. A sweeper, mayhaps? What kind of deck is this? So it's like a Selesnya counters fight spell type of deck. I just need one damn Maul of the Skyclaves. Come on.
Come on.
I'm at 26 HP. But damn, I had them at 4 HP and then I called game. Alright. Okay. Oh, alright.
Alright then.
And we'll end the turn. Goes back to a saucy 14 HP. Snakeskin Veil. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay. With that, we'll swing in. Then we'll destroy that. Opponent gets to sack for a clue, but we want to get rid of anything that churns out 1/1s because that's kind of a dangerous prospect. You know, they've got 2 Snakeskin Veils that have been used, 2 Blizzard Brawls. Monk of the Open Hand. Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Let's keep the good times rolling. Goes on to 2. We'll end the turn. 2 Snakeskin, 1 Intrepid. That's 2 Clarion Spirits. Okay. So we're just gonna keep on a swinging. Keep on swinging. Yeah, we're gonna keep on swinging. Ooh, double Kabira. Sweet. So we just need to keep Falkenrath alive and just swing in twice. Can we do it?
Can we do it?
Is the question. Maul the Skyclaves. Son of a gun. Okay. So we play Voldaren Stinger. And... sure. Get him down to 1. We end the turn.
And we end the germs.
Damn, this guy is putting up a freaking fight. And I love it.
I love it so much.
Expect to feel the unleash your ferocity.
Unleash your ferocity.
Alright, so opponent is on top deck mode, which is
Just lovely.
if it's a land, it's GG. Is it removal though? Either way, I'm just gonna create like a devil token. And we should be good. And the coolest part is that while the opponent can pump up, I can pump up too. And I should be able to first strike our opponent. Here we go. Just do this for 4. Let's go. GG. Oh man, so clutch. Okay, so some lessons learned there is that just because your opponent's at 4 and you've got 2 huge creatures, it doesn't mean GG, but I feel like we've got enough various solid threats in here to really punish our opponent. For instance, having first strike against Intrepid right there was super duper important because as a 6/4, we could bump this up twice. First strike, they don't get any life. They're still in top deck mode. Another thing is we could have created some devil creature tokens that when they die, they do a damage. So I feel like we would have got there eventually as we did, but it was scary. I was like, no, I can't lose like this. I can't lose after being so cocky. Oh man, GG opponent. Alright, this hand is garbage. Total garbage. Or is it? Oh man, kind of greedy, but we're going to hold on to it. We're going to see just how flexible this deck gets, right? Right. The Falkenrath Pit Fighter. Rah, 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 rah. Intrepid Adversary. Okay. Gross. Let's play this. Let's go and destroy that. And let's swing in. Leonin Lightscribe, you son of a gun. Ugh. I hate, I totally hate Magecraft decks. They're so painfully aggressive. Okay, swing in. As long as the opponent doesn't have removal, we are gonna be doing some damage, hopefully.
Opponent is searching for clues. You son of a gun.
So we take 5.
Take 5, everybody.
Alright, we're gonna play Den of the Bugbear, and yeah, there's a good chance it could kill us this turn, huh? We're gonna play Falkenrath Perforator, Voldaren Stinger, and let's just go and swing in. And at the very least, I'll have a blocker, so that's a huge deal. I need to have a blocker for Leonin Lightscribe, because that thing's gonna pump up so much. Really? They get rid of the Maul? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Nice. Oh man, that felt good. I hate Leonin Lightscribe. Like, it's just, there was like a game like 1 or 2 videos ago that I did where I was like, okay, like, oh, it was the mill video, and I like got rid of like half their deck, like 30 cards exiled with Tasha, and just it just wins out of nowhere. Like a 4/4 Leonin Lightscribe is basically like an 18/18 with all of the learn abilities and all these like really cheap casting cost cards like Homestead Courage. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, GG opponents.
Pancho, Pancho, Pancho.
All right, we're gonna keep it. Turn 1, the Paladin Class. Okay, sure. Why not? Swinging for 2. And swinging for true. We're going to play a mountain and sure, why not? Swinging for 4. Expressive iteration. Kidoki. Skadioki. Alright, so we're gonna play this. Pay the 3. Swing in. Now to 8. And then the opponent probably has some kind of bounce spell, I would have to imagine. Okay. Alright. That was very nice turn 4. Get your opponent down to 8. You know, has some pretty saucy kind of opening hands where if you can get a creature just slamming in, and then of course Angelfire Ignition just does so much work here. That's essentially +4/+4 with all of these really cool keywords. But yeah, that was us destroying what appeared to be Izzet before they could really take over with their dragons and such. So yeah, GG opponents. I feel like this deck does struggle a lot against meta decks. This is a jank deck after all. We're playing vampires, but we're not even playing full force Rakdos Vampires, so we do struggle a little bit. But overall, yeah, this is probably where we should end the video, because I don't think we're going to get much better than this, and I know we are definitely not going to be Izzet this many more times. So yeah, GG opponents, and I'm going to get into the deck breakdown right now. Alright folks, this is like the perfect place to end today's video, and I had such a blast playing this one. I really wanted to challenge myself to make a deck that wasn't just a traditional Rakdos vampire deck, and I think this deck performs pretty well. I feel like this one is probably more like a tier 2 deck, if anything, but there's definitely a lot of really solid cards in here, a pretty solid game plan of just aggroing out with their vampires, and then things that pump them up like Maul the Skyclaves, Angelfire Ignition, and our Intrepid Adversaries. Now, as far as if you should build this one, I know that there's probably a few rares and mythic rares in here that you may have not crafted yet, and I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. If you are planning on building any kind of competitive white deck, Intrepid Adversary is definitely one that's worthwhile. So yeah, this one is probably the only card I would recommend crafting for future standard, because I think eventually you will want to play this card, whether you're playing some kind of white aggro deck or white with another color aggro deck. I think this card is pretty indispensable. But yeah, that's the whole gist of this Boros deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing it, and if you guys did, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me, because it does help my channel out a ton, and best of all, it allows me to grow the Slayer's Den community. So thank you guys one more time for taking the time out of your day to check this video out. I really appreciate it, as always. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.